Doing today? How are you feeling today? Calm, stress, neutral, mute, or there we go. Start the poll. Oh, how is everyone doing? Let us know in the poll. Creating polls. Today, we're gonna give out a practice of a quick. Now, some of us are always looking for like a quick fix, a quick way. I hope the algorithm picks up and sends us viewers like it always used to do, and for all the comments. It's funny, like we started with the algorithm pushing. We haven't really changed the topics or anything, but it was like pushing viewers. It was like 1,000 viewers and so on, and today it's barely pushing anyone. So I don't know what we did to piss off the algorithm, but I'm really good at pissing off the algorithms. But yeah, I'm going to talk about rage culture that we're living in, outrage culture that we're living in. I'm going to give a quick exercise that's a minute long, not too much. I'm going to give a few of those so you guys can choose which one you like the most. That will help you calm yourself down. And really, really simple. Really, really, really simple. And it actually goes back to what most of us were taught when we were kids. We just didn't listen to our moms when they were telling us, and it's basically count to three. But the count to three is gonna be a breath work that you're gonna do 3 times. And when you do it 3 times, it really calms you down. It lowers the cholesterol level, it lowers the anxious, it sends out calming thing. Hello, Karen, don't tell anyone. This time I come around to teach you meditation and breath work. I do not want to go into scripture. Every time I talk about divine, they kill me. But believe in the divine, love God, love Jesus, love the divine, love whoever you think is your messenger. Bring the divine inside. Oh, big love from Goa. I like it that you're from Goa. I was supposed to go to India, but I never made it there. I had an injury. I made it almost, and I went to surgery. Now I need to go back to Goa. I need to go back to India. Maybe I'll go to Vietnam. Hey there, Cherie Ladit Kishornju. I hope I said it right. Where are you from? Today I'm gonna have a lot of an Indian accent. I don't know why. When I have an Indian accent, it's like I am channeling. I can speak with Indian accent to enter this character or spiritual person. Spirituality is not in person, is in everything. I'm not speaking down on Indians at all. It's just for whatever reason when I it's like when I put on my Indian accent character. What's up, Yulay? When I put my Indian accent character on, it's like automatically just streams this spiritual guru-ness talks, whatever. Sonia, hey Sonia. If I offend you, I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to offend. I really just embrace the accent. So big love. Take everything with humor here. We love humor. But yeah, we're going to go to today one of the breathworks. We're going to talk about culture. Hey Siri, I'm Sonia. I'm from India. Did it open your phone? Greetings, Charlie Blair Witch. Oh, we love witches. As you can see, I'm a white wizard. I'm a white wizard with white sage, my sage bonk. But yeah, we're going to talk about a bit of outrage culture on the internet, and that's how people are grabbing attention. Kind of like me, kind of doing outrage now with being funny and so on. Also, really quickly. And yeah, the first one is going to be just like the simple, like count to three, but this time we're gonna spread out this breath. And once we count to three, do it 3 times, that's the count, we actually reach the minute. And if you're in a really stressful scenario, this is one of the best ways to calm yourself down, to relax, to gain composure, to switch off from the fight or flight mode and go back into calmness. And it's very simple. And I explained to you how we're going to break it. So in order we want to break it, that we roughly are doing 20 seconds per round of breath. So we're going to breathe in for 10 and breathe out for 10. So it's kind of literally we're gathering the what our parents used to tell us when we were kids. You know, when you were a kid, your mama told you, count to 10, 3 times, you will come down. We're going to do the same. But this time, what we're going to do, we're going to count in for 10, out for 10, 3 times. That's 60 seconds. That is 1 minute. And that is your first 1 minute breath work, which will go really good for all of those who comment stress. Let me know what you stress, what's stressing you. Add in the comments. Have a good conversation. Let me know if you want different accents, different jokes. But for everyone that's there, close your eyes. Let's do it together. Let's take one deep breath in. And one deep breath out. Second deep breath in. And second big breath out. Third big breath in. And third big breath out. And that was your first minute. I already feel calmer. What's the science? What's the art behind this? So what we want to do is basically we're pushing our breath to the limit, which sort of switches the fight or flight mode, because we're doing it controlled. So we're focusing on breathing in for 10. So even if you can't breathe in for 10 because you're crying, because you're being dramatic, because something bad actually happened to you, because someone really pissed you off, you're stressed, but as long as you're focusing in your mind, the way the count goes is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and out and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. That's it. You do that 3 times, full breath in, breath out, and I promise you calm down. So for everyone that is on the stress level or anxious or even neutral or even calm, just try it. Try it for in this minute. So if you guys just joined us, we probably had an Indian accent and everybody loved it, and we're going to talk about it because this is how the algorithm wants us to organize. He wants us to outrage people. He wants us to be diverse. It does not want to spread love and light, this algorithm. It is only the darkness that spreads through the shadows of the internet. It is not the light that it wants to spread, but it cannot beat us. We will overcome it. My comedian Indian of self. Love Indians. Love Indian culture. Love heritage of India. Greetings, Church Blair Witch. You still with us? Let us know in the comments if you're with us. But just do this with me. Breathing in, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10, and breathing out. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Do this 3 times, and I promise you, your mind will calm down. So this is the first tool. First exercise tool for calming yourself in 1 minute. So it's literally combining breathing 3 times and count to 10 as you do it. This is literally what most of our moms or grown-ups told us when we were kids and when we were stressed and when we were going through a tantrum. And it's just a really, really powerful universal truth. So if you're anywhere, anytime in an anxious, stressful, fear environment, panic, really simple 1 minute breath tool, breath work, really, really simple. What's up, John, Loresta, 4528. How are we doing today? A little bit about what everyone's been seeing, what's going on online. Everyone heard about Charlie Kirk being assassinated. Everyone hears about all of these rage things. So much rage online. And I really blame the algorithms. Like, I blame Google. I blame YouTube. I blame Instagram. I blame Facebook. I blame Twitter. I blame TikTok. All of these social media algorithms they don't really understand what they're doing, because they think chaos and outrage is gonna, it's good for business, right? But what you're doing, you're just accelerating the process of humanity to go through those stages of anxious, anxiety, depression, fear base, and going at the end what they're trying to not show online, which is breathwork, which is meditation, which is love, which is all the simple things that they don't want to show online, that they don't promote it, they don't push it. Because, for example, if I had a narrative and I would have put like free Palestine on my thing, on my YouTube live, and outrage about Israel and everything, or the opposite, or fuck Palestine and the outrage about Islamists and so on, the algorithm would have pushed it way further. Like, and that means they're honestly, they're pouring petrol onto the fire. But what's going to happen at the end is that the fire is going to burn out. There's going to be a moment that we burn out, that we get to a point of no return. We'll cross the Rubicon. Maybe it was now with Charlie Kirk, maybe it's not. But we're going to get to a point that all of this fuel on the fire is just going to burn the forest down, and then the fire is going to end because there's going to be nothing else to burn. And then, like when there's a big fire in the forest, the floor will be fertilized and there'll be a regrowth and so on and so on. But what I want to say to you guys, what I want to say to the world, what I want to say to this is, don't engage in it. If you see someone baiting or excusing death or baiting to justify violence, unfollow them. Don't follow their ideas. If you see someone that is everything in his life, there's one entity that's the problem, the victimhood mentality. My life is bad because these people, everything is accountable to these people. Unfollow them, unfriend them, allow them to, don't put gas onto the fire as well, in the algorithms, in life, and so on. Let them burn out by themselves. Let them be anxious. Let them by themselves get to the point that they've burned out, that they'll come back to spirituality, they'll come back to divine, they'll come back to God, they'll come back to something meaningful. Because in all of these deadly ideologies that are out there, which is Nazism, which is Jihad Islam, which is Marxist progressive ideology, they're empty at the core. They're empty at the core, meaning that no matter what they will never fulfill themselves. No matter what or what they accomplish or what they get to or what they achieve, it's never enough. And they will always double down and eat more and more people alive and destroy people's life and oust people as their ideology will manifest its ultimate goal, which is destruction of everything, in a sense. So just know that when you're going into an ideology, when you're going into a cult-like mentality, know that when you believe that there is, if one thing will be taken out of the world and then the whole world will be good, like if capitalism will be out and Marxism will be in, the whole world will be good. No. Same thing opposite. If you think only capitalism should be in and no socialist or no social ventures should be, we should not be social. No, that's not true. We need to be social in a sense. We need to be charitable. We need to help another. We need to help the poor. But all of these ideologies are empty from inside. They're just a death cult. They're self-fulfilling death cults. And just know that if you buy into these ideologies, that you're either you or your actions or your group actions is going to lead to death. That's just it, because that is the ultimate belief. That is the essence of these ideologies. And you saw them play out. You saw Nazism play out in the early 19th century, 20th century. You saw Marxism, communism play out, still playing out, doesn't make any sense, cannot survive. You're seeing jihadists playing out, doesn't make sense, because even, this is the funny thing about Islam and jihad, because even if everyone was Muslim, then they'll fight themselves, the Shia and the Sunnis. That's what I mean. There's no actual end goal in their ideology. It's just destruction. And honestly, if you're not Jewish, go become Christians. Go to church, connect to your community. Go find a good pastor. If you're Jewish, go to synagogue. Go to your community, help, be vulnerable, be charitable. If you're a Muslim, talk down the people in your community about this one world, jihad world under Islam and so on. Repute and take out all the things in your religion that are calling for the destruction and killing of everyone else, the infidels, this, that. Make a change in your community, in your home, but make a good, positive change. Be a candle of light in these hours of darkness, and don't buy into outrage culture. Don't try to have people outraged. Don't try to have people you know, don't go there, and don't, if someone disagrees with you, don't end the conversation or I can't talk to you, or you're irredeemable. Have a conversation, state your facts, be strong, and if your facts and your truth doesn't hold water, open to change. Understand that whatever you believe in is false, and that's okay. And don't marry your ideas, don't marry your identities. If you marry your false identity, it will divorce you every Sunday. Your only identity you should marry is that I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. There is a creator and a divine that is bigger than me and everyone. It is everyone together. It's the we consciousness that's inside every tree, every piece of grass, every atom, every cell, in everything that's alive or presenting itself in this universe. You are not your name. You are not your family. You are not your religion at the end of the day. You're not an idea. You're a spiritual being. You're an energetic vibrational frequency that is consciousness, pure consciousness itself, in this human body, in this human avatar, having this human experience. So it's like, think about it that you're the creator of the water park, now splitting into hundreds of thousands of participators to go enjoy the water park. So we are part of the divine. God breathed into Adam and gave him his soul, part of him. Meaning that we have the divine inside of us. We have God inside of us, like every tree and every grass, everything has it. If you want to use science, it's called consciousness, the conscious field. Everything is part of the consciousness field. They can agree to that. What is consciousness? They can't explain it. Same thing, that's God, divine, different words to describe the same phenomenon. Now, we came into this world as partial bits of God, which is God, experiencing itself, as this human avatar with feelings, with emotions, with higher consciousness and lower consciousness having a dialogue together. And this is what religion kind of come and explains. That's the philosophy and mathematics of religion in the end of the day. So if you want to identify yourself as an experience of the conscious field. Again, that is the truth. How do you have a better experience of the conscious field? You do things that are better. You actually love your neighbor as yourself. You talk down on discrimination, no matter what it is. You speak out where hatred and bigoted, actual hatred and bigoted are being performed. You call out what we should be afraid of, that is a self-destruction mechanism, that is not a good experience. You should call it out. You should be honest about it. You should not bow down. It's not all of this hippiness, flowery, or everything is good and everything is love and experience. No, we're supposed to have this emotional experience, this rage, this anger. But with that experience doesn't mean that we need to be indulged in the experience. It means we need to have this experience in order to come back into peace and into love and learn how it feels, but understand that it's not the right way. And what I mean by that is that we need to control our desires. We need to control our urges. We need to control our impulses that have a negative effect on others. Meaning that if someone really annoys us, doesn't mean that we go and hit them. Just like what we explain to kids. We understand why is he annoying us. What is it actually annoying me? What is it inside of me that I'm not accepting? What is it inside of me that I'm fully judging, and he sees it and he's pointing and pushing on my open sore, so it doesn't hurt anymore. Not to go and hit them, not to go and smash them. That doesn't mean, again, hunky-dory, hippiness, oh, love, protect. Someone comes and hits you, protect yourself. If someone tells you he wants to murder you, protect yourself. If someone tells you that he has negative intentions to you, protect yourself. Don't be surprised when someone does something that he told you he's going to do, or a group. All right, now that I've got you guys all rallied up, let's do the second breathwork practice, a 1 minute breathwork practice. Start Q&A. Let's do this. Guys, ask me a question. I like being involved with the chat. Would love to know if my regular community is here, where we spread love and communicate and pray for one another. Doesn't matter what religion or what creeds you are, we all pray for one another and support one another. All right, so second exercise. So with the first exercise, for those who were not with us and coming in and out, first exercise to calm your mind, very simple. You count to 10 when you breathe in, and the way you count to 10 as you breathe in is and 1, and 2, and 3. When you do and 1 and 2, you get closer to actually mimicking a second in a count, not 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and then you do that in for 10, out for 10, 3 times. Together, that's 1 minute. Complete way to calm yourself down. What's up, Leo and Mila? How we doing? Second exercise, how to calm yourself down, is 2 breaths. Each breath is a 30-second breath. But what we have now is in for 10. We're going to hold for 10. And we're going to breathe out for 10. Thank you, brother. And Mila. Is it both of you, Leo and Mila? Or is it Darcy, the dogs? Haven't seen you for a while if it's Darcy. No, Leo. Just Mila. All right. So Leo and Mila, this is an exercise, really simple exercise, and rate your state of being right now of 1 to 10 on the calmness level. Like, how calm are you right now from 1 to 10? I want this to have it in the chat because I want people to come back and just close your eyes and ask yourself the question, how calm am I right now from 1 to 10? To me comes up 7. What number came up to you? Probably 4. Amazing. And how are you on the stress level from 1 to 10? Guys, stay in the chat, stay in the live, look at this. Then you guys can practice it as well. And let's see what's 0. So you're not stressed and you're pretty calm. It's gonna be difficult with you, but let's do it. Let's bring your calmness up. Let's do this exercise together. We're gonna breathe in for 10. We're gonna hold for 10. I'm gonna breathe out for 10. And I'm gonna do it twice. You ready, Mila? Because you said Leo is not here. Let me know in the chat that you're ready. Okay. All right. Follow me. Close your eyes. Breathing in for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Hold. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And breathe out. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Breathing in from your nose. In and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Holding it. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And breathing out. And 1. From your mouth, breathe out slowly. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. And take a small breath in. How are we feeling now on the scale of relaxed calmness, Mila? There you go, guys. Simple magic, 1 minute. And you can do this with your eyes open when someone speaks to you. Please subscribe. Would love as many subscriptions as possible. I come out once a day, roughly about an hour, talking about life and giving different meditation and breathwork tips. How to calm your mind, how to enjoy, how to have a psychedelic experience. Thank you, Mila. And why is it Mila and Leo? Am I you? All good, all good. Just let me know before you go, what was the level from 4 that you went up to? Leo is here. Okay. Mila is in here. 1,000. Perfect. Enjoy it. See you tomorrow, Leo. Have fun. Am I the European Jesus? I'm not European, so I can't be. I can speak. See you, my brother. I think we're all Jesus. We're all Christ consciousness in a sense. We all got that spark inside us. Even in Judaism, it says everyone has the spark of the Messiah inside of them. That's okay, brother. Enjoy. Enjoy it. Enjoy school. Such a waste of time, but enjoy it. Where am I from? Born in Israel, live and grew up in Australia. That is where I'm from. I'm from Mother Earth. I was born on Mother Earth, lived on Mother Earth, and breathed on Mother Earth. There is no other birthing place for humans at this moment. Nice. Where are you from in Australia, mate? Can you speak an Australian accent, and just keep it up? and not worry too much about what's going on, and just keep the words simple, and just being an Aussie. Nice. Which part of Melbourne? I don't really like Melbourne except for its nightlife. It's too cold for me. Way too cold. But Melbourne's got best nightlife, best cafes, best restaurants in Australia, hands down. Byron Bay is just like Mullumbimby's small version of a little place in Melbourne. But I can't do cities. I just can't do cities. Can't do cities. Not for me. All right. Let's start a poll. What poll do you want to start? We talk about let's start it. Let's see what you guys want me to do. Put this one aside. Oh, no way, mate. This one is beautiful. Like, really nice. Except for when it gets flooded and too hot. Byron has changed a lot. That's cool, man. Did you go to Southern Cross Southern Cross School? Or what was it called, the big school in Lismore? There's like a big school that everyone used to go to Lismore. Not the Southern Cross University. It was another one. Another Catholic all boys or all girls school in Lismore. I used to play a lot of soccer in Lismore. I was part of the representative, Fun of Course representative team back in the day. Yeah, Trinity, that's the school, Trinity. True. That's the big school in Lismore. Lismore Rovers, that was the soccer team. Zinger to Whipper. Any questions about meditation, breathwork you want to know, especially coming from Byron, from this area, probably proud and heard a lot about it. So let me know. Otherwise, next topic of the day, for me, that has come up, is controlling your desires. I'm having lots of beautiful challenges with my urges and desires, and for many people, comes in many different ways. For me, it's smoking, it's adultery, like sex, masturbation, all of this stuff. Controlling those urges. Food is another way to control your urge and test it. So my advice is to give yourself small exercise, in a way, small routines to control your urge and to overcome your urge not to do things. So things that are not healthy for you, control your urge. So put a limit, put a thing, show that you're in control, you're taking back control. If it's cigarettes, what I heard was a really good one, is that, okay, don't tell yourself you can't smoke, you're gonna smoke in 10 minutes or 5 minutes. So you're controlling your urge, you're in control when you smoke, not when your urge comes on. I use that. And the opposite is controlling your other urges of procrastination. Is like, no, you get up and you do it now. So for example, I've started going back into the mornings. I have about a 30-minute work exercise. Yeah, man, it's okay. I smoke too. I'm not gonna be dishonest, and that happens. It's part of life. Probably not the healthiest thing. Probably at the same time not the worst thing. Let's be honest with each other. Our lungs have been smoking and around smoke for millennia, thousands of years. We've been gathering around the fires and breathing in smoke and surviving smoke, and that's why after someone smokes a lot and then he stops, his lungs really recover very well. Our body knows how to work with smoking. as long as we give it the tools to work with it. Meaning breaks here and there, giving it time to recover, going down on, like, not doing it as much, controlling the urge. What's up, Leo? You're not going to school? What year you're in? Second thing is controlling your urge of procrastination. In a sense, is get up and do it. So exercise. You're in year 3. You shouldn't be on this YouTube. I curse and don't speak of things, but that's okay. Okay, good. It's good to start in year 3 breathwork. It's good to start meditation. It's good to, actually for you it'll be really good, because right now your hormonal balance is off the chart, especially in those ages like 9, 8, 10, 12 years old. So use it. Use this. The breathing in for 10, holding for 10, breathing out for 10. Use it. And now, because you're young, advice from the old to the young: work out as much as possible. Build your muscle memory. Build your muscles up. Build your pyramid until you're 20, 24, 25. Build yourself up right now, physically, that you can endure anything later on, because it will help you throughout life, being in shape. I know that I'm battling it and getting back to it. See you, brother. Good luck tomorrow at school. So yeah, and build it up, guys. So start with something that you know you shouldn't do, or you shouldn't be doing as much of. If it's using the social media, using your phone, smoking, masturbating, having random sex, going out, drinking, doing drugs, whatever it is, overstudying, overworking, whatever it is you know that is not healthy for you, eating a certain food. Create small challenges to show and prove yourself you're in control, and also create yourself small and challenges to show that you're in control, doing things you know are good for you, but it's a delayed gratification. You know you're doing it now, but the results will be later. Bring those practices into your life. Really bring those practices into your life of delaying gratification for things that are not good for me, and surrendering, submitting to acts of things of delayed gratification of things that are good to me that will come later. If that makes any sense to you guys out there. Really healthy tools. Okay, life stories. A bit of a life story of mine. Life story of mine. I finished university in New York, got a full degree, and I have dyslexia and dysgraphia, meaning that when I grew up, all the teachers, the professors, I went to the special kids classes, I had extra tutors, the school, no one thought I would be able to finish high school or even elementary school, let's be honest. But because of these challenges, I found ways to overcome it. I found ways to use the system to give me the tools that I needed to in order to excel. University of Yeshiva University in New York, and it was a degree in human sciences, double degree, human sciences and business management. Also almost finished my law degree in Israel, which I started at age 18. But basically what I want to say from this life story is that when I grew up, I thought I wasn't smart, I wasn't intelligent, book smart, book intelligent. I knew I was smart and I knew I was intelligent, but I knew I wasn't smart in a way that I was able to be diagnosed and celebrated through the school system. And thanks to my mom fighting, giving this, thanks to our education system knowing now how to give aid to kids like me back in the day, I really used those tools and I used those ways to get over my hurdles and accomplish something that I thought I would never accomplish. So this goes out to anyone out there that you feel that you're handicapped in a certain area. Find the ways that you're handicapped, your way, that is not the traditional way, is actually better, and what you know better and what is your strength to use in whatever category you're in, whatever profession you're in, to excel. Because what you're good at, that is not the traditional way, is what the traditional way wants and needs in order to excel in the whole big picture. And I give you an example. So for example, in university, they give you group assignments, right, to do a presentation. I'm not good at writing. Not good at creating the slideshow. I'm good at giving advice of creativity, and I'm really good at public speaking in front of my professor, in front of people. So I went and found those nerdy kids, which I love, that don't publicly speak well, but they do they're really good traditionally in writing and creating slideshows. And I told them, let's do it together, and I will speak for all of us. So I'm good at the speaking, so I'll be able to present whatever we create, but you guys create the presentation and the backlog for it. And that's how you use your skills with other people's skills to excel at something. So you might be a 10 out of 10 in something and a 2 out of 10 in one thing. So you look for the person that's a 10 out of 10 where you're a 2 out of 10, and he's a 2 out of 10 where you're a 10 out of 10. You combine together, now you're 20 out of 20. And I hope that makes sense to everyone out there. All right, last tool. I was giving 3 today of calming yourself down in 1 minute. So first tool, for those who were not here and who've just joined, and you can look back and look at the comments and see people engaging in it. First tool is 3 rounds, full breath of in from the nose, out from the mouth, in for 10, out for 10, 3 rounds. That is 1 minute, that's 20 seconds per round. And the way you count is in and 1 and 2. You say and then the number. Will get you really close to the second. Second tool is you breathe in from your nose for 10, you hold for 10, and you breathe out for 10. This is a triangular breathing, really simple tool. Again, it's 30 seconds each round. You do it twice. Gives you 60 seconds, 1 minute. And the fourth tool is gonna be the box breathing. So now we have to break 60 into 4. How much is 60 divided by 4? Let's do the math. 4 to 60, 40 is 10, plus 5 is 15 seconds. I think 15 seconds, that's when you divide 60 into 4. But we're not gonna do 15 seconds breath. We're gonna do, we'll do it a bit different. We'll do in for 8, hold for 8, out for 8, hold for 8. No, we'll do that 10, we'll do 5 times 4 is 20, 3 times. Okay, in for 5, hold for 5, out for 5, hold for 5. This is called box breathing. And we're gonna use 5. Why? Because 4 times 5 is 20. We're gonna do 3 of these breaths. Jim Billy, Buddhist techniques. It comes from all different techniques. Could be Buddhist, could be Hindu, could be different. I'm actually searching for breathing techniques from traditional old school Judaism and Christianity, and I haven't found any writings about breathwork techniques. So most breathwork techniques come either from Hindu or Buddhist. This is just different types, and this is how I use them and just create the tools for them. So Jim Billy, let's do it with me. So people later on can look back and in the chat. Let me know, rate your anxious level 1 to 10 right now, or stress level. How anxious or stressed do you feel right now, Jim Billy? Zero. Okay. And how would you rate yourself on the level of calmness? Like, how calm do you feel right now? 1 to 10. Nine. Okay, we're pretty calm. That's cool. Let's do it together. Let's get you to 10. So follow me. It's three breaths of In for 5 from the nose, hold for 5, out for 5 from the mouth, hold for 5, 3 times. You ready, Jim Billy? Let me know when you're ready and I'll guide us into it. I don't think $1 million will get you to 10. It will actually make you more anxious and more stressed. I'm giving you a technique that's worth more than $1 million. You don't want to do it? All good. I'll do it with the other people that are here, or the other person that's here with us right now. So this is the drill. If you would like, follow me. If you don't, that's fine. But this is another 1-minute tool to calm yourself down. So we're gonna breathe in for 5. We're gonna from the nose. Give me the $1 million first, and I'll let you know. All right, so this is the drill. So follow me. In for 5 from the nose, hold for 5, out for 5 from the mouth, hold for 5, 3 times. I'm gonna start breathing in, hold, and out. And hold. And in. And hold. And out. And hold. And in. And hold. And out. And hold. And take a breath in. Simple, powerful tool. Box breathing. In for 5, hold for 5, out for 5, hold for 5. Okay. That's it for today's exercises. Sitting in this position always hurts my legs. My joints are not used to them. I don't know why. I sit here a lot, like that a lot. Hey Helen, I'm good. Well, how beautiful that you woke up today. Missed out on a few things, but I know you will watch them over and over again. My legs. I'm good. I've been exercising, been walking, been thinking to fly to Vietnam or India. Sleep is good. When you sleep, you heal. I don't know, this really, really beautiful American Israeli girl in India, and I don't know, I heard her speak. She sent me a voice note and something ringed in there. So I don't know if I should go chase or go to Vietnam. But today I have a call with one of my spiritual advisors. This is Malambimbi, Byron Bay. This is my backyard, my house. My beautiful backyard. My 2 hot tubs, one for cold, one for hot. This is gonna be a nice little retreat space. But yeah, I wanna go to India or Vietnam, but India, every time I say I'm gonna go to India, it's something breaks up. So I might go to Vietnam first and then maybe after that I'll go to India. It should be cool. But yeah, we practiced today, Helen. This will actually be really good for you, because and you would love it. You can go back and see it. So I gave out three different types of breath work to calm yourself down in 1 minute. First one was breathing in for 10, breathing out for 10. And when you count your breath in, it's in and 1 and 2 in your mind and 3 until you get to 10. So you're kind of pushing your limits of your breath in and pushing your limits on your breath out and out for 10. You do it 3 times. That's 1 minute. It's just a small, easy trick, and you can do it when someone talks to you, actually. It's actually a really good trick. I use it as well when I'm in a heated conversation, or when someone says, do you want to listen to me, or can you listen to me, or can you stop talking, or something like that. I usually, this is another thing that I do. I focus on my breath, but I do it in for 10, out for 10. And then I keep as long as he speaks, but just in general, really calms you down. The second exercise was in for 10, hold for 10, out for 10, twice. It's 1 minute, 30 seconds, it's each round. And the last one we did was box breathing. So it's in for 5, hold for 5, out for 5, hold for 5, in for 5. So these are the three, very basic, and you can do them literally one after the other. So I would advise starting, if you want to do the sequence, start with the box breathing, then do the 10 in, 10 out, and then do the 10 in, 10 hold, 10 out. Beautiful, beautiful, Helen. Yeah, I'm so happy to help you. I'm so happy, so glad, so grateful to be good service in this world. All right. Anyone has any more questions for me and Helen? Helen is one of the #1 supporters. Ask me anything. I even brushed my hair for you guys today. I really did. Go for it, Jim Billy. Where are you from, my friend? Ali. I know. We'll go soon. We'll go soon. We'll pray for you, Helen. Only good thoughts. Only good thoughts. I used to live in NYC. Do I believe some people can see the future? To a certain extent, maybe. Hey, Intuitive Insights, welcome. To some extent, I don't, not to full extent. People can have a feeling, can have, a download. They can have an intuition about something, but I truly believe that the future can always be changed, because I believe in free spirit and free choice, meaning that no matter what we think the future is going to be, the people who need to act it out still have their autonomy choice if to do it or not. They might have the urge, God wanted them, this and that, but they'll always have the free choice and the free will to either do it or not. So to some sort of sense, yes. Energy. But yes, Helen, all good. It's gonna be good thoughts. It's probably, again, it's a good thing you're getting checked. They'll find something that needs to be and will be easily fixed. Only good thoughts. No more self-destruction. We bring out so much self-destruction upon ourselves. It's so strange. Thank you, Helen. Yeah, I brushed it. I went into the mirror and I brushed it for you guys. I brushed my hair for you guys today. Did that answer your question, Jim Billy? We're in NYC. Ah, beautiful. Maybe that's why your back hurts from hairdressing all those years. Why do you think that? Why do you think that use with you, Jim Billy, is just hard to. Why do you think that you is United UWES? What does that mean? Is that meant to say Jews? Nice. Hairdressing is beautiful. And you think I know why you're good at it. You're probably great chat, great conversation. You nurture, you take care of people. Beautiful. I see you such a good hairdresser. Completely understand why you were drawn into it. Why do you think leaders of countries do not follow more of love philosophy? Why do I think leaders of countries do not follow more of love philosophy? One, because I think they had to go through so much darkness and hate and fighting to get to be a world leader that they're engulfed and they're the making of their past. One. Second, I think it's because they're not rooted and connected into faith. So you see the more rooted and faith connected leaders of countries spread more love and more unity. And third, I think it's because they are engulfed and at the peak, which kind of goes to the first answer. They're engulfed and they're in the at the peak mental gymnastic and game of ego and mind, which is disconnected. Because they're falsely preaching about we when they're solely focused about I. So they're like, and there are rules to the exception, and I think Trump is the rule to that exception. I think maybe the I see the guy in Poland, you know, I'm sure we don't see most of them. What's up, Falcon? That's why I think world leaders are not connected to the love consciousness, because they're the peak performance of the I consciousness, of the of the ego, of power and power lust and so on. And second, I also think, and third or fourth, whatever, another big reason is that our algorithms, our social media, our mainstream media, our culture doesn't give praise to love connections. Like, you get more attention online for being decisive or being against some group than you get by trying to connect groups. So, for example, if I said it earlier in the thing, if I chose to do a live about fuck Israel, free Palestine, fuck the Jews, they killed Charlie, they killed everyone. See, that's decisive. That's like being uh, anti-Jews, anti-Israel. I would get a lot more views and a lot more comments and so on. And the same is opposite. If I was like fuck Hamas, fuck Palestine, fuck Muslims, fuck jihad, fuck Muhammad, fuck Islam, fuck this, hate them or against trends or whatever. If I was niching in outrage against one other group, and I used both examples of different groups. Doesn't matter. If I was engaging in that consciousness on the online and the mainstream and the social fabric, I would have way more eyes on me, and it latches down to a very human survival mechanism. Is that, you know how you see like a group of monkeys or a group of birds or a group of deer suddenly all looking at one side? It's from fear, not from love. They're not looking to check out a good looking deer or a good looking monkey. So we have uh, in our algorithm, in our brain and body algorithm, is first look for fear. Look, if someone is outraged, shouting, look, there might be danger from that person, or he might be talking about dangerous things, and that's where most of our attention instinctively goes to. I don't think it's that we need more women in leadership roles. We have a lot of women in leadership roles, and they're also connected to the I consciousness. It's and a lot of time women, men can be tough, but women can be vicious. It's not about women or men. Again, that's the separation. We need more people in leadership roles that are deeply connected to their faith, above uh, above country laws in a sense. So, a human that is deeply connected to the faith believes to follow the faith even if the law is against it, for example. And we need to be connected to faiths that are deeply connected to love and not to hate and division. Division is what. Sorry, Falcon, I'm with you, my brother. Thank you for commenting, sending love, subscribing, being part of the community. Division is what is tearing the world apart. We need unity. You can't fly with one wing. 100%. 100%. Division is what's tearing us apart, but at the same time, it's forcing people to unite in smaller groups. And then those smaller groups will eventually unite together, in a sense. We're waking up to it. The vision is pushing us to be more united, to smaller groups rather than bigger groups, and then these smaller groups will reunite together. 100%. It's another thing that our leadership. I think any person in a leadership role, in a societal leadership role, like from local governments to local council to international governments and state government and so on, they should all go on 1 month ayahuasca, LSD, mushroom trip with different shamans from around the world. Like they have to dissolve their ego. Once you get elected, you have to dissolve your ego. You have to understand that you are nothing in this creation, but this a little sand that's part of all of this creation. I think that should be a mandatory to anyone in a leadership role to, once they get elected, for 1 month with different tribal and psychedelic experiences. If it's just breath work, if it's vipassana, if it's ayahuasca, if it's acid, if it's mushroom, and they need to do it together as a group that just got elected, because that will connect between them. That will destroy boundaries. That will destroy things, and that's one thing. And I think that our leadership role needs to call out the division parts of our world, meaning that we have we have ideologies that divide us right now. One of them is wokeism. It can be woke right and woke left. If you're asking yourself, what is woke? Woke is victimhood mentality, full stop. The moment you have a victimhood mentality, you're woke. No, I actually changed with meditation and breath work before I did all of those things. But because I was doing the meditation and breath work for many, many years, when I did those things, it really felt similar to my practice of meditation and breath work. Uh, so I don't expect someone that doesn't practice breathwork and meditation on a daily basis to I'd say a different one. In order to achieve those peak states of psychedelics, breathwork, breathwork psychedelics, or mushroom psychedelics, or acid psychedelics, or ayahuasca, all of those things, you really need to practice a lot. You really need to practice a lot. And it's good. It's like the gym, It's instead of having one, and when you do those things, it's like you shortcut the practice, and this is where you see all of this spiritual bullshit. of today's world, that one person goes out, I did ayahuasca ceremony, I'm enlightened, or I went to Vipassana, now I can listen to myself, and they're still going on social media and they have feathers in their hair and they have a different costume on. They haven't done the work. One of the work, and people say that's another thing, you need to do the work. The work is every day, all day. Any good meditation practices? Yeah, Joe Dispenza has beautiful meditation practices. Beautiful tracks of tracks of abundance, tracks of gratitude. One of my favorite meditation practices is gratitude. If you can, for 10 minutes, do the breath work, and in your mind, instead of saying the mantras or follow your breath, but the mantra in your mind is, I'm grateful for today and for everything that comes to me today. I'm grateful for everything in this creation. If you can, for 10 minutes, just like focus on your breath in and out and just spit out gratitude. Can be in a form of prayer as well. That would be my recommendation. I'm a reactive person with a hot temperament, but the breathing has changed me. I'm standing back, breathing, and then responding. Beautiful, Helen. That's amazing. That's what I recommend to everyone. If you're hot tempered, in that, do the breath work, do the calmness before you react, before you interact. Like, it will change your life, and it definitely changed my life. Yeah, of course I get stressed. For me, things that stress me, for example, it's financial issues and financial state of mind. So that puts me into stress. Things that stress me, claustrophobic. Going into small places, I can get stressed, or heights. I get stressed from heights. My mom stresses me. She's a really good mirror, and I learn a lot from it. And but I view those moments of stress, of trigger, of anger. I view them with gratitude. I always bring gratitude to them, because they give me a glimpse of of a wormhole or a portal into myself, to know what I need to focus more and heal more inside of me. Because if it wasn't something that I was in conflict inside of me, it wouldn't stress me. So, if that makes any sense, Jim Billy. 100% Falcon. That's beautiful. Now, do that for 10 minutes repeatedly in your mind as you focus on your breath and you sit in nature. And go longer and longer and longer and longer. And the longer you go, the more closer and closer it becomes to a psychedelic experience. That's from my experience. 100% calm words have more better response. But yeah, I recommend to people as well. Like, if you want to go do a psychedelic trip, go do it. Like, why not? But I think every world leader, governor, politician should do it. 100%. I also think that every prisoner should, before he goes into prison, should go on a high dose of psychedelic experience with a psychologist or a shaman, to explain to them that even being in prison is just it's just a perspective, because the only prison we're truly in is this body, because we are limitless once we understand we're out of this body. But but then in prison they should force them to practice. Like, I think the best, instead of sending people to prison, in a sense, send them to monks monasteries in the mountains. Like, and let them live with like with monks at the time. Not a lot, like 1 or 2 prisoners at a time. Otherwise, they will kill all the monks. Maybe some of them, not all of them. But yeah, go to a monastery. Like I think 7 years in a monastery in Tibet, in Nepal, and different parts of India would be way better for rehabilitation for some people than prison itself. 100%, that's my belief. But yeah, ask me more stuff, guys. I'm enjoying this before I go on. Out of here in about 10, 15 minutes or even 5. Let's see how long we last. But yeah, ask me more. Ali. Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababa. Stronger than 10 regular men, most definitely. Oh, nice. You like it? We need to do another one soon. I haven't done one for a while. I've been focusing on YouTube Live. We have a nice podcast, me and my mom. Yes, Ali, you're hurt. You're hurt. Well, I know, buddy. What do you mean? Where I'm at? Byron Bay, Australia. Yeah, they're really nice. I like them. The Mom and I podcast, but we've been focusing on this live. I should do it. Should do more of that podcast. We should do it once a week, me and my mom. Right now I'm feeling lots of tension. Like you said, a little stress coming, so I'm calming it down between me and my mom. A little aggravation, I see it. But I see it in myself. I see that I feel like I need to get up and move. I need to go out of the country. I need to fly out. I got some law stuff to do in Israel. It was a 4-leaf clover? The 3-leaf clovers are the good ones, right? Not the 4-leaf. Is this a 3-leaf? Here we go, 3-leaf clover. Live. I'll bring it to the camera. %, super blessed. Australia is super beautiful. Just gotta watch out for the communist regime coming here from our liberal parties. Honestly, if anyone believes in communism, just I don't know what to say to you. It's the easiest idea to fool people into cool. We all get the same. Look behind me, there's nature. Show me one thing that's equal inside of it. How do you want us to be equal? Show me one thing that's equal in your body, but yet it still stands tall. 100% Falcon. Yes, we need places of healing, not punishment, depending on the crime, of course, compared to how did the sun is we are all only babies not long ago. Monsters are not born, they are created. 100%. Most monsters are created, some are born. We have to leave that out there, and it's sad, but some people have psychopaths or stuff like that they don't feel emotion, and they manipulate people's emotion, and they use them and abuse them. They were created this way. It wasn't that they were born this way. They're not created. All the others is just hurt people. But 1% of our society is proper born that way. And if you think 1% out of 8 billion, that is 8 million. No, not 8 million, 80,000 or 800,000. Out of 8 billion, 1%, 800,000 or 80,000 or 8 million. Yeah, 8 million people in the world are born evil. And they usually rise up to power because they don't have empathy. So we gotta call them out. All the rest were created by Karl Marx, Muhammad, and Hitler. Actually, Darwin, if we're being honest. Darwin with his theory of evolution, which is completely false. Ali. Yeah, we'll go, we'll go. All right, beautiful humans, if there's no more questions for today, we'll be back tomorrow. Hope you enjoy this. Like, subscribe, comment, join the movement of light. Come back for different daily mindful practices, different breathworks, different meditations, different chats. No shy, nothing being shy here to talk about or anything like that. Thank you, Jim Billy. Enjoy New York. Go to 19 Cleveland, the best Middle Eastern restaurant in New York. It's at 19 Cleveland, Soho. Blessings to you, Helen. Good luck with the city. We'll be praying for you. Only good news, only good thoughts. Good thoughts, good news. Good thoughts, good news. Good thoughts, good news. Good thoughts, good news. You can use that when your mind is going back and forth to reactivate it. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful day, a beautiful night. See you all here tomorrow. Thank you, Falcon. Inspiring to be. Thank you. Working on it every day.